I blackfaced him. It's me. I had to blackface him.
You didn't blackface him. You handed him.
Well, yeah. I blackfaced myself.
Yeah, you didn't do anything with my hands. I guess I'm white enough.
Yeah, you got Dominic Mysterio hands. What do you want? Okay? This picture, other than... I couldn't tell this wasn't real life because I've seen you in your other pictures with women with their legs up, Manny, and I was like, this is perfect. This is Manny. His natural element. This is his natural element. I can save you. I can hear you say it. I can save you.
Heal the world. Make it a better place for you and for me.
Manny saving one white woman at a time. We must preserve them. We must preserve them. They're a dying breed.
That's my church, Marcus. You only save white women.
Church was the latter day of the lighter skinned women.
I mean, if Jada wants to come, we'll sort her out too. Miss Parker. But we ain't inviting you, Miss Jackson, for your crimes this week on Raw. But we'll get into that afterwards.
She's innocent. They're all innocent. I don't know what you don't know what she said to her. Miss Jackson speaks Japanese.
Apparently. Welcome everyone to the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. I am, of course, the racially ambiguous, sad New York Jets fan as my season's over, Lord Manny Hayes, and he is
the anxious and anxiety-filled albatross, Marcus the Grud finale. Yes.
Albatross. That is the word of the day. Albatross.
But yeah, sports put you in. They tie you up into knots, and watching the Dodgers excel for about a week of just kicking ass and not taking names and shit, and not letting people score, to only see them get their ass whooped yesterday afternoon to the New York Mets. It makes me sick. It makes me sick.
I was hoping for the double, the Jets and Mets win, but no, that didn't happen.
It was one of the craziest New York days ever, as the Dodgers pointed out. It was just, the Jets and Bills are playing New York. The Yankees are playing the Guardians. That's also New York. The Mets are playing the Dodgers, New York. And then and then you have the Liberty doing their thing in the finals against somebody in the WNBA. Because, I'm sorry, I still don't cover the WNBA. I still don't have it all. I only cover it when it's on the brink of a race war. That's why I cover WNBA.
I subscribe to ESPN on YouTube. And there ain't a day that goes by that I don't see no Caitlin Clark fucking video pop up on there. I ain't watching this bullshit.
Well, she's the new Tim Tebow, or the new when LeBron's in his off season, or who else? Who else was just talked about every single day? Just the same. Fuck it.
This is John Cena 15 years ago when we've been shoved down everyone's throats. Let's go, Cena. Cena sucks.
So, man, you'd be one of those girls, huh? You'd be up there, be a 6'6", talking about, wow. Every time you saw her. That's what you would be. You're treated like if she's fighting. You'd be Minoru Suzuki out there. There's no real offense. I'm just hitting you in the face. There's no strategy.
There isn't much news, but Wrestle Nightmare was on Saturday. Actually, wasn't that bad of a. It wasn't actually that bad of a card.
Oh shit! You know what? Fuck.
You didn't watch it?
No, totally forgot. Again, I planned on watching it because at minimum I said I was watching Bryan Danielson versus Jon Moxley because I knew the result and I was like, this is how it ended. AEW, I will never forgive you. Never. You know I would have paid. Just give me a hint that this could have been it. Just give me a taste.
I don't think it's it.
I was in the Costco.
I don't think it's it. He's gonna come back from neck surgery and have at least one more.
Oh, it's not it. But it was the possibility that it could have been it. And that's the way it was booked.
I don't like that they went back to the plastic bag. I didn't like Cesaro having the bit where he crushed Danielson's neck in the chair. I said it wasn't needed. People, it wasn't needed.
Before I criticize the way you returned, which I'm going to do, and I didn't see it, but I'm going to... Hold on. I know. I would like to say this, John Moxley. Don't bring that plastic bag shit to here into California, buddy. That shit, plastic bags are now illegal in California. Really? Take that shit, yes. What? Yep, plastic bags are now illegal in California.
Wait. If I go to California and I was told reuse all your bags and shit like that.
Yeah.
So if I turn up to a store, I come in with a plastic bag, just any plastic bag, I'm gonna get arrested. I
don't think you get arrested. I don't think it's that straight. I don't think the store is allowed to give you plastic bags anymore. You can bring your own plastic fucking bag in there, but they're illegal. They're outlawed. And if I see anybody, if John Moxley has a plastic bag out there, I'm going to call the police. Not for attempted murder, but for carrying a plastic bag in California. Crazy world we live in. Crazy times. But Manny, how do you feel about the plastic bag laws and saving the environment?
Fuck the environment.
Oh, nah. The earth is trying to kill us and we're trying to save it.
We done, Marcus.
Yeah, we cooked. You know, Manny's logic, as he told me in the pre-show about the environment, was fuck the environment, fuck saving the world and recycling. For the simple fact, and don't send your hate mail to me. Send it to Manny. I am a green person. I am in California. That makes me a saint. You know, I don't know that. We got rid of our plastic bags. I don't care. Don't worry about it, Manny. Manny's logic is that I don't care about their future if they're not going to build mine. Manny has not got a flying car. He has not got a hoverboard. He doesn't have a jetpack to just go anywhere. None of this is the future that was promised to us as a kid never arrived. Instead, we got a million podcasts featuring The Undertaker and Bill Belichick. That's what we got.
We've got that. I mean, I was lied to. I thought the future was the Jetsons. I don't have a Jane. Pause. His wife.
Yeah, you don't have a Jane, but why you don't have nobody taking money out of your wallet as you're headed to them, you won't even miss it. You don't have a sprocket with you.
I don't have a robot maid. I don't have a robot dog.
Goddamn, we ain't got no robot maids. I know Elon Musk dropped some robots this week, but goddamn, we don't have a Rosie.
Fucking army. I was terrified.
I'm like, that's the end.
To a key.
Yeah, that's the end. That's the end right there. Here comes Skynet. Damn.
Well, what point were we actually getting to? We weren't getting to an actual point, were we?
We were talking about we were using a piece of shit for turning up Brian Dam, saying it didn't make much sense. Is that what you were getting at?
Yeah.
It's the truth. It's the truth. He's so conflicted. He just teamed with him on Wednesday. Didn't seem like there was any riff.
Takeshita is your new international champion.
Who he pinned?
I can't even remember at this point. I think it was Will.
Why can't he just beat Will straight up then? And he didn't need Ricochet in this.
Do you know what? I can't. Do you know? Watching Ricochet and Will Ospreay do their thing in the ring, while the third man the inaugural third man in any type of triple threat matches on the outside recuperating, which I hate. I hate triple threat matches for that point.
Hold up, Manny. We know what we need. We need a graphic. I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna make it either. Just the hate graphic. I'm just coming up with. We know one of us is about to spew hate. Just pure hate. You know what I hate? Triple threat matches when the guys are covering outside and they're just in there. They're doing their thing. But go on.
Yeah, but Ricochet and Will Ospreay. It goes back to none of that stuff looks like it hurts.
Of course not.
They're all there just flipping, evading, dodging, all this stuff. It looks impressive. Don't get me wrong, it looks impressive. But I was just like, I came here for fighting, not interpretive dance.
Yeah. These two are dancing together. It's like watching. It's just two guys dancing. It's two guys dancing.
Like, give me back the Will from when he was in New Japan, just fighting all heavyweights and shit, and they didn't do all this shit.
Yeah, kill, Will, kill. John Moxley's putting paper bags around people's mouths and faces and stuff. You need to do the same. Get a crowbar or something. I heard Jay White beat Hangman Page. I wonder where they're going with that. But I feel like Hangman Page had momentum. Why do this?
It was pointless. This is why I was just like, it's not the same level. But when last week when I was talking about Lola Vice potentially could lose to Nikita Lyons tonight. You don't need someone with momentum losing to someone that's just come back like that.
Yep. I don't care if she is a Latina. She better win tonight. But I got Nikita winning. To be honest, I got Nikita winning by unanimous decision. I got Nikita winning by like DQ or something. Nah, full on clam slam and all that other stuff that she could do.
Nah, Jada Parker's gonna get involved.
She might, but whatever. Nikita winning. Hands down. The baddest black woman on the CW network.
So, Wrestle Dream was pretty decent. Is it worth the money? I wouldn't say it was worth the money, but yeah, it was good.
Do you feel cheated? Do you feel cheated that there was no Bobby Lashley or Shane McMahon or anything? But you did get an Adam Cole.
You got Adam Cole, and you got who else was in that segment? MJF is back.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like they wasted Adam Cole coming back.
Well, I didn't understand.
It felt wasted.
Why is that?
I mean, it was just like there's no real heat at the moment for MJF Adam Cole. That has gone cold so much that you needed to reignite it before you did that. So that could have been better if MJF had come back earlier before Wrestle Dream, or they did it on Dynamite where it would have been hotter, the pop would have been a little bit bigger, and it meant something if you added a little bit of I don't know, some oil to that fire.
Can I add to something to this? The Chris Statlander Award. I just turned babyface for no reason. I think it goes down to Cole this week for doing that. Just like we used to turn heel for no reason. I think there were some other turns on the show. Kyle Fletcher turned on Ospreay. There's so many turns and none of them actually have meaning.
Yeah.
It's always expected.
It might not even be a proper turn. Adam Cole might still be the heel because he's still got the kingdom, the undisputed kingdom. God knows why. They still exist.
I kind of dispute their kingdom at this point. I dispute it. At this point, you gotta dispute it all. What kingdom? What do you have? What do you have? You guys ain't won a match. So
we
have that.
That all happened.
Zack Sabre Jr. became the IWGP champion. See how long that lasts. Yeah. There you go, Manny. For your country. For country.
Yeah, for a title that looks like a Divas title. I don't like that belt, man.
No. I believe no one likes that belt. Here's if you're not sure what the belt looks like, this is it. That's what it looks like. And why do I have that available willingly? Don't ask questions about my life. That's why.
Yeah, that's all that happened. So, you ready to jump into Raw?
Let's jump to Raw, which is embarrassingly short every time of this week. But I'm just watching, going,
No, they fit in a lot for 2 hours.
They do, but it's still. It just feels like I feel like I'm missing an hour, even though I'm glad they got rid of it. I feel like I'm missing an hour, and then at the end of the day, what would have filled that hour? Like, that's the puzzle that's going through my mind. If they had the other hour, what would they have put on there?
Well, Miz and R-Truth probably would have gone 5 minutes at least. So Raw opens with Rhea Ripley. She calls out Liv and Raquel for an arse whooping, but out comes Tiffy. But it turns out, Marcus, it was Tiffy time.
Yeah, I mean, she was just waiting there, conveniently just waiting for Rhea to go say her thing, because I didn't see her at the walk up because we followed Rhea to the ring. I did not see Tiffy just sitting there going, well, I'm going to say something. I'm just going to wait for the right moment.
Tiffy says she got a message from Nia Jax to stay out of her business or she's going to have a big problem. Rhea throws out a threat to Tiffy in response, but gets jumped by Raquel and Liv. In the back, Rhea demands that she get Liv and Raquel tonight. Adam Pearce says you need to find a partner. She was like, well, I don't think Priest can do this. No, Priest can't do this.
Would you want to see it? If he said, yeah, no, your partner's Priest. We good. Your partner's Priest. I want to see it. That's what he said. It's like, oh, what's wrong with Pierce today? I want to see it.
So a furious Tiffy walks into shot and Pierce suggests her. Then we got the first match tonight, which was Jay Cargill and Bianca Belair.
You can't go further. I think I saw something as dangerous that Darby Allin, Mick Foley, Terry Funk, Abdullah the Butcher. I'm just running all these old names. Bruiser Brody. I didn't even see Swerve and Hangman do anything as dangerous as I saw what happened in this segment with Rhea and them. The shoe bump, Manny, on Tiffy's heels. She fell on the back of Tiffy's heels. It was the most painful looking thing I've ever seen in my life. She should have been impaled. Tiffy heel was perfectly turned straight up. And Rhea back and goes straight into it. And she's dead. Rhea then posted and replied to a fan, was like, oh, that was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. And then she replied, oh, so you really like to see me die out there? Because that was the most painful fucking thing ever. It absolutely needs to be a new spot in the match. Bring out the heels. No more thumbtack. Bring out heels, stick it straight up, and suplex people on it. For the
Jay
sickos.
Cargill and Bianca Belair versus Io Sky and Kairi Sane. Because have they always done that pop-up insane elbow? Because that looks sick.
I have never seen that before in my life from them or at all. But I thought that's a finish. That's it. Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, that was a quick way to knock somebody the fuck out with that elbow, and they landed it perfectly. And I will say, this is the best Jade Cargill match I've ever seen in my life. But maybe she had nothing to do with it. But
she had nothing to do with it.
I'm adding her to it. I enjoyed the hell out of this tag match, and I thought this needs to happen every week.
I saw 3 women working really hard, and none of them was Jade Cargill.
She broke some pins. Hold on. She did the Dominator to Bianca Belair, and, they missed in their double T spot. And I was like, ooh, sees a breakup.
And then Miss Jackson and Lash Legend distract both teams on the outside. Io has enough and cusses them out in Japanese, which Miss Jackson seems to understand. And then Lash hits a cheap shot, leading to Bianca getting the win.
Yes. Because Io was punched and then staggered on to the ring. Was like, I've never been hit like that in my life. And then rolled in. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed the protected finish. I like that Lash and Jakari, I guess, are kind of main roster floating, but I could see them fighting on NXT against the Damage Control or something.
Yeah, and they deserve to get destroyed.
They're not going to get destroyed by them. They're not.
Those 2 are former NXT Women's Champions.
Yeah, former, man. That means they've lost before. Shikari and Lash are going to take them down.
Lash and Miss Jackson have done nothing.
They've been around champions. They've been around champions.
Yeah, they've only been around the cup.
The cup. No, Lash is hanging around the current NXT champion. I don't know what the stipulation of their relationships are.
She's not hanging around. She's not hanging around. That's not on TV.
Not now, but at one point it was. A few weeks ago doing Trick's Run. It was canon. She was carrying her envelope. It was canon. It was all
I really
canon.
wished I was like, it's your baby.
I know. Everybody want you to father. But yeah, I really enjoyed this tag match. And I also had a vision in watching this match.
What's the vision?
I think whenever Jay eventually turns on Bianca, or vice versa, but I doubt if Bianca's going to ever turn, I think she needs to team up with Lashley Jakari. And yes, I'm teaming black women up together, but they need to be evil together, and I think it works.
So between them, there's about half a wrestler. And I'm talking about Lash. I'm not talking about the other two.
I know. It's very mean. Very mean.
But very
true. Accurate. 100% accurate. I believe Jay Cargill has only been wrestling for a couple of months now, or maybe a year. So leave her alone. She's only been learning for a year.
Couple of months? What would you call a stint in AEW?
I call that, practice.
Practice.
That was the equivalent of me and Eric or Ryan when we were kids, backyard wrestling. That's what was going on over there. No proper training.
Adam Pearce wanted to talk to Finn and JD. Finn wants to know when's his rematch with Damien, but it's not about that.
It's over.
He's putting them on notice that he's setting up a tournament to find them challengers as they're not fulfilling their obligations as tag team champions. No. Finn storms off, and then Liv introduces Raquel to the remainder of the Judgment Day. Carlito looks confused or aroused.
He was very aroused. And I would keep her away from him. He seemed like somebody that put something in a drink and take her down.
Carlito would at least make her more interesting. Fucking dull as fuck.
No PFC on the show this week, huh? Yeah. That would have been in that third hour.
Back to the drawing board for them.
Anyway, I have a clap back for Pierce. How dare you talk about me and my title when you allowed Roman for about 4 years to defend his title once every 7 years. Him and Lesnar both. How dare you come at me with the tag team titles? Excuse me. How dare you?
What did you make of the Bron Breakker video promo? Because I thought that was epic.
Black. That is the man, Manny. That is the man. That's what I was like, the clips in this video package seemed like it was going to be on his DVD when he's about to be done. It was like, oh shit, they showing this. He was a monster. Like you cut the Booker T, he was a monster back then. He was amazing.
So Bron says he's been doing it on his own without his family because when he surpasses them in success, they will give him the stamp of approval. They will give him the same amount of respect he has for them. Not like Jay, who's been sucking off his family's legacy for 14 years. And finally, when his cousin is at the top of the mountain, he decides he wants to do it on his own. Well, if you want to do that, you're going to take an ass kicking on your own because I'm coming for your IC title and your family can't save you from me.
So here's my theory. His family is going to save him from Bron Breakker. It's the only way. It's the only way. And maybe this is how you get Bron Breakker into the main event picture and involve him somehow. Not directly involve him in bloodline business, but inadvertently, in which, Jimmy may make the save here.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe take a spear for him. Take a spear right to
Then we go to something that just looks just as uncomfortable. Bronson Reed sitting in a chair.
That was sad. I got sad. This made me sad. He was all squashed up. He looked like, he reminded me at any stadium event, you just crushed in with chairs somewhere in the bad seats. And he just looked uncomfortable. He knew he was fat. There's nothing he could do about it. He knew that chair could break at any moment. Oh my God, the PTSD of being fat. Myself. I just saw it all on him. The shame of it all. The shame. This chair was made for a normal size he would be. Not me.
He apologizes for his actions in the last Monster Standing match, and if it wasn't for Seth Rollins, he would have won the match. All the tsunamis and destruction he caused was for him to get in the main event and tells Pierce to make the match, and there will be no trouble. Seth wants the match, and Adam tells him he's apprehensive about that because Seth has had 6 matches this year, and none of them he has been healthy for. You broken man! You're broken!
You beat up man. You're a man with a bad back. You're beaten up. Everybody's kicking your ass.
Seth says there is a reason why he runs this place, and he's on top of the food chain. and Bronson and Pierce have forgotten about that. He reminds him that he slayed beasts, conquered kings, and what's better than hunting monsters?
So he's never beaten a monster. That's what I got.
No.
He slayed beasts, Lesnar. He's I guess Triple H is the king?
Yeah, I think so.
I guess. Although I don't recall them having a match. I know they wrestled. I guess the Shield versus whatever the fuck they call Evolution. I guess that's what he's
Maybe
saying,
King Corbin.
Maybe. I don't know. It's probably King Corbin, to be honest. I'm not gonna say what king. Just to be clarified. So everything he said was bullshit.
Of course it was. But that's, it's bullshit when he's dressed that kind of normal.
Do you think we're at the end of it? Do you think the ridiculous Seth is gone?
No.
Because his outfits lately have seemed to be toned down.
I think he's saving it for Netflix. I mean, he ain't got that dual income at the moment.
No. You can see Becky just sitting on the couch getting fat, eating potato chips. She's like, do something. What do you want me to do? I'm taking care of our kid. What about me? What about my knees? I don't know why he laughs.
Marcus, did you hear that?
What's that?
I heard a collective groan because Eric is back to hold back Ivar as the War Raiders, no longer the Viking Raiders, are back to take on the Alpha Academy.
Oh, man. You know why they keep getting injured, Manny? It's because Ivar is carrying the team. That's a lot of men to walk around and carry for a whole year or so. And then try to have to wrestle at the end of it. And then the reason Eric gets hurt is because Ivar drops because he gets tired of carrying him. It's ridiculous. The War Machine is back. Or not War Machine. The War Raiders are back with full name. And I think they're going to go as far as they've always gone. Don't think the name change is going to change anything. It's never going to be bad. They're not bad.
But this is the typical squash match they always have on one of their magnificent returns.
Yes. But when I think about the War Raiders and the WWE tag team division as a whole, one, WWE does not believe in tag team wrestling, even though there's an uptick right now. It's a little uptick. It's a little uptick featuring more tag teams. It's an uptick. But it's not happening for the War Machine, War Raiders, or whatever they call themselves these days. It's just not. I like you, Ivar. Leave him. Leave him.
Leave him.
Leave him. Leave him for dead.
An abusive relationship.
Yeah, he is. Turn on him. You're better than this. You can do better. You can do bad all by yourself, Ivar. Just let you know.
Then we get into Cody Rhodes coming out. He does his usual pandering. But this is the start of We Want Cody in St. Louis. If you didn't know, this was a taped episode of Raw because they're all in the United Kingdom this week following the UK tour. Which I'm not going to. Because you know what I've learned, Marcus?
Yes.
If you're not front row, there's no point going anymore.
Well, Manny, I am waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for you to say it. I'm waiting for to see the clip online. Manny, have they promised you WrestleMania this week yet? Because I believe it's coming by Friday. They're going to promise you a WrestleMania is coming. Not give you a date. Not tell you when. But I hope one day London gets WrestleMania. I can see Cody saying it right now.
Over there. Cody's over there, so you know he's being the politician he is.
Yeah. Yo, I see it now. Full of shit, Cody.
So out comes Gunther. Gunther says there's not much negative he can say about Cody. He says the sport is in a boom period and it's all built on the back of Cody Rhodes. He is the QB of this operation. Gunther says he has a lot of respect for him, but Cody just loves to have everyone's darling because of that. He's in that mess with Kevin. Kevin realized everybody's friend is no one's real friend. He expects him to sort out his emotional mess before they get to Saudi Arabia because he expects the best version of Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. You know what? And I want to talk to Walter here, not Gunther. Walter, the man behind the man. The man inside the man. You know what? You can lose all your weight. You can become champion. You can break all these records. But goddamn it, each week you're cutting people down for no reason. When did you become like? I'm trying to think of a John Cena or The Rock or somebody. You just cut people down as soon as they come down. He's cutting Goldberg up. He's cutting Bret Hart up. He's shattering Cody. He's ripping Sami Zayn up. This man has become CM Punk in the nastiest form.
Cody said he's seen what happens when the ring general throws everything in his arsenal and his opponent keeps coming back. He gets uncomfortable. He breaks. Cody says Gunther has never been in the ring one-on-one with him. Gunther calls Cody a secondary champion, which Cody was like, I beat the greatest champion, and he's already slain a frightening beast. So shut up, Cody. You've just been put in your place.
Cody has a point, though. He has a point. He did beat the champion. Gunther, you have the second title. Everybody knows the second title, because let me tell you this. When Roman's on the show, Gunther, your match is going first on the card, and Roman don't even have to have a belt. And you know it.
And then they shake hands. And then what's captured is Gunther saying, good luck to me, the champ.
What?
That's an ultimate dickhead move.
Yeah, what a dick. Why is Gunther such a dickhead? Like he's ever since he got that world title, he's been full of shit.
No, Marcus, this started at the back end of that IC title run.
Who was he talking shit to? The IC title? I don't feel like he was talking as much.
Chad Gable, when he made his door.
Oh, yeah, he did that. That was the birth of Gunther on the microphone.
Those child tears made this man who he is.
Yeah. Like Jamal said, I don't know, I didn't think Gunther was ever going to be this good on the microphone, but he is not only the ring general, but he is fully, Manny, and dare I say, a sports entertainer at this point.
Marcus, you don't want to disappoint the man's father. You can't call him a sports entertainer.
Yeah, I know. Is he the best heel in wrestling right now? Would you argue that?
No, because MJF exists.
I don't know. MJF to me lost a lot of that luster when he went face, and then he came back, and then he's kind of just like, eh.
Because he's in and out of wrestling at the moment. If he got serious again and was allowed to be the little fuck he is and can be on the microphone, MJF is the top heel in all of wrestling.
Yeah, but I don't believe he's a dickhead. I believe he's a dickhead. He plays an asshole. He says some things, but a lot of times when he go out there and say and cut people down, let's say like Danny Garcia, he's normally right. So I'm like,
no, he's right.
Like Gunther's wrong.
But the only problem with MJF is he's in AEW where they'll cheer whoever they want.
Yeah. So
like people will get behind the MJF stick. That where that kind of helps your argument with probably not. It's not MJF.
Mm-hmm.
But you like he's just mentioned. You have to put Drew McIntyre has to go in that conversation. Yeah,
Drew stepped it up this year. This has been the best Drew McIntyre.
I can't put Dom in that conversation because the man just gets booed. He ain't even allowed to speak. That's heat, but he doesn't talk shit enough.
Yeah, he's just a coward. He's a coward. That's basically his thing. He's just a chicken shit. But the hills are rising. Solo Sikoa. That's my vote.
Nah. He ain't no bad guy.
I know. I'm only joking.
You know he only does his mad talking when he's out of breath at the top of the ramp after a match. And you only see him on socials.
Only time Solo's really talking his shit, man, is when he has it taped and they smoke in the room and he's like this. He's very serious. All right,
So we
moving
get
on.
Kofi Kingston versus Bron Breakker. They play the continuing frustration building between Kofi and Woods. And there's not much really to say
development
about
this
this
week.
match.
Yeah, I was
not
really
much in
disappointed this week. I thought today was going to be the tipping point because I was like, there's no reason for it not to be the tipping point this week. But then again, it was a tape show. It was a tape show. And, you're limited. You don't want to waste that heel turn on a tape show. And then people go, oh, what? That was taped? What? So maybe next week in the tag team championship match or the contenders match or eliminator, wherever the hell they're in. That's when it happens.
It's not eliminator.
Yeah.
It's a tournament.
It's a tournament.
So Kofi loses. Bron Breakker looks to get some more after the bell, but Woods runs into the ring. He's like, "What are you doing?" Basically barking at the Bron Breakker. And then
when Breakker got out the ring, I went, "What are you doing? What are you doing? You get back in there and kick his ass."
The ring. Jey Uso came in and made the save.
No, didn't he? No. Remember, Woods came in. Yeah. No. It originally went like this. Bron Breakker was going for the little extra for seconds on Kofi Kingston, whatever it's called.
Second.
And then Woods get in there, and he's like, whoa, I'm backing up. He gets out the ring, and then Woods goes to change. Then he goes, wait a minute, I'm Bron Breakker. And then goes back in there, and then Jay makes the save. That's what happened. I'm just saying, I'm not running for him. If Woods coming in here and start talking shit to me, and I'm Bron Breakker, I'm smacking him right there.
Pause. Jamal, you can't say that. Tag team wrestling doesn't count in WWE. Tag team wrestling sucks in WWE. Don't son the Motor City Machine Guns are coming. No one gives a fuck.
It's a tragedy. They're coming in. And you know what? But again, Manny, they are emphasizing on tag teams lately. And I know it's just a phase.
It's a phase.
It's a phase. And we're getting our hopes up. I'm going to be on Saturday again talking to you and Eric. The tag team wrestling is back. And then next week, the Motion Machine Gun's going to be on there. And they're going to get taken out by Bronson Reed and have to say the handicap match.
This is what happened.
And you're going to go, oh, WWE, I forgot.
This is what happens when is it Magic that goes the dunk contest is back, and then the moment he says that the dunk contest dies.
Yes. And it's gone. Like when you bring up Zack Sabre Jr. with the IWGP Championship, it feels like we're almost back, but he's going to do a lot to bring that back. That title's died.
Marcus, the title died. Hold that thing up. Hold the belt up, Marcus. Hold the belt up, Marcus. The teeny tiny belt you have. When it started looking like that, no one cared. No one cares about it. No one cares when that title looks like that. No one cares about it. Bring back that old, beautiful IWGP title.
It's true. I still care, though, man. I still care about the title's name. I care about the title's name. And I'm happy for Zach. But if he loses it at Wrestle Kingdom or has a short reign...
Why did he move it? Why did they move it?
Naito is finished.
Oh, Japanese John Cena's announcing his retirement too.
I know! What the hell? Tanahashi hanging it up. Why is everybody hanging it up? Making me feel old and shit. Bryan Danielson's kind of hanging it up. John Cena hanging it up. Stang hung it up this year. Now Tanahashi.
To be fair though, of the people you named,
Sting should have been gone years
Sting was the one that should be like, yeah, Sting, you should have retired. You should have retired because you're getting up there, and we want you to. You lived your life in wrestling perfectly.
You're almost 70.
You don't need to be doing this anymore.
Yeah, but with Sting's retirement, I think he's gonna have the best one of all of them. John Cena might. But we'll see what he starts and does. But Sting might outbeat everybody and have the best go-home of all of them. Daniels is kind of like, oh, it's at Wrestle Dream, and it's not really a retirement, kind of. And then he got murdered. Excalibur voice cracked.
I mean, Shawn Michaels could have had it, but then he did that one Saudi show.
Sean had it. You had it, Sean.
Sean had it.
You had
a whole... We had a whole documentary series of the Undertaker coming back to try and go out on a big note. Did he do it? No.
No.
Now we've got a podcast telling me all the stories and telling me he can't even tell some of these stories. Why you got a podcast then, Undertaker? Why have you got a podcast?
The man has not stopped talking since he retired. So, we did retirement. I just want someone to stay retired and be happy. Ric Flair, yours was beautiful. Ruined. Even in your last match, you ruined it by almost dying in front of me.
To be fair, though, I think Shawn Michaels' retirement, if you still factor in the Saudi thing, what he's done for all the other like up and coming NXT stars, I think outweighs what he did in Saudi.
So you try to say if we do count Saudi as an exhibition as it was back then. Yeah, I mean I believe that's Kane's last match too. Kane went out horrible. God damn, Kane.
But he continued to taint his legacy by being the mayor.
Oh, it just keeps going. He keeps the mayor. He's still the mayor of Knox County. It's just still tumbling downhill. Wow.
What's it? HBK.
You know what? Shawn Michaels, I am going to expunge your last match in Saudi for what you're doing to black wrestlers in NXT and minorities. That's his show. That's his show.
Not Lee Fitting. Fuck you, Lee.
Nah. Fuck you, number 2 in the building.
You know, I'd be furious, actually. If that was me and I'm doing the most work on that fucking show, how dare you give Triple H top billing for that? And then, who the fuck is Lee?
What are you doing? You moving cameras, Lee? Lee Fitting. How about Lee not fitting? That's not clever, but it's the best thing I can come up with now.
I mean, the only strike I'm giving Shawn Michaels in his NXT career is giving Ava Raine something to do.
No, I
giving her continuous screen time.
I think his business with Sexy Red is going too far. I feel like them online together is ridiculous on every single
exploration
level.
Phase, Marcus. His exploration phase.
And all these years, I was talking about sunny days, but I really just wanted some dark meat.
Jimmy was waiting for Jay in his locker room. Jay said later on, "No, I don't want to hear you out. Get out of my face."
I mean, what is he supposed to do? You broke into my locker room. 2, you cost me the Intercontinental title that I'm holding right here. You piece of shit. No, he cost me the world title. You piece of shit. The world
title, he cost him the tag team titles with Cody.
Yeah. You piece of shit. Then you have our dad online praying for you, making me think you're dead.
No, fuck Rikishi, man. Rikishi needs to be stopped. Fucking influencing wrestling. Oh, they're not using Jey Uso correctly. He should go to AEW. Shut up, fat ass.
You're a fat ass. Your ass is so fat you could be on NXT right now. It's kind of what's going on anyway.
R-Truth and Miz happen. R-Truth rolls up the Miz as he's distracted by Final Testament. AOP throw the Truth back into the ring for a skull-crushing finale.
Yeah,
I mean, this is your favorite wrestler right here.
Who, Karrion Kross? The Catalyst. Yeah. The Catalyst. He gets stories moving. Honestly, when they walked out, I groaned. I went, oh boy. Why all of them? Why all of them? That's what went through my mind. Why does all of them have to come out?
No, but the thing is, why is Paul Ellering still got a job? Why is he still there? He's not needed.
I'm going to ask Lee Fitting and Triple H about this, or Paul Levesque. What's up with Hillary?
Marcus, you ain't got no Zoom. You ain't got no Zoom call with no Lee Fitting.
I got a Zoom call with Lee Fitting coming this Wednesday. You're gonna hear all my complaints.
Then we get the main event. Tiffany Stratton, Rhea Ripley versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Gonzalez. The most dullest person next to PFC.
Ooh, so you got her ahead.
I mean, if she was put in PFC, I wouldn't even know it's different.
Yeah, rank them out. PFC, Raquel Gonzalez, Rodriguez. Sorry, what is she right now? Rodriguez?
Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Rodriguez is NXT.
Okay. Raquel Gonzalez or Eric from the Viking Raiders.
Oh. Oh. Starting from the bottom, now we here.
And you know what, Manny? I throw this one in for you. Even though, they are probably making a comeback soon. The Y6.
Okay.
With the speed! You know how do you finish that sentence? I know how the latest works.
Okay. I'm going to put Raquel Gonzalez last.
Okay.
Since that NXT run, has not done anything. No momentum whatsoever.
Wait, as in last, do you mean she's the worst?
Worst.
Okay.
PFC.
Okay.
What was the other two?
I think it was just one.
No, it was Eric, and you threw it, and there was someone above that.
I forgot after Eric because I was the definitive answer. But it was PFC, Raquel Gonzalez, and PFC.
Eric would be top. Eric would be top because he would make money because of Ivor. Even though I collectively hate Eric.
Oh, the Y6. It was the Y6.
Y6. One Eric, two the Y6.
Oh. Now on to AEW.
Here comes a new challenger. Thea Hell's number 6.
You know what? I would say this. Hold on. The one thing Thea Hell does not lack is charisma or personality. Yes, you may not like that, Manny, but the rest of them are just bland. Thea Hell is like those tackies you taste on your video of Britt tries everything, where you just don't like that at all. But at least it had flavor. Okay, someone can like it.
Don't compare that to me tasting things.
Well, it worked 100%. You know it. That hit.
I know it did.
That was 100% the accurate DL description.
That's like put up my crimes. I listed my crimes and comparing it to happening on the show. You know what? We all know I sold out on that video to get some traction on this channel.
Yeah, Jamal, it made me portray a burst of energy, but it's too much. It's too much. Oh,
are you now seeing it too?
Huh? No, I'm always agreeing with you, but I don't agree. I don't believe tearing her down. Okay, I'm not tearing her down.
You don't want Ridge Holland to get to her.
Oh no, I want her to join Ridge. Come on, can I get a heel turn like that? Fuck this Yuta shit. Give me the heel turn that'll chase you. Sometimes I would be like, yeah, hell yeah. We almost got it with JCJ.
Tried to be a bad person, but it didn't work, did it?
No, she couldn't be. She couldn't be the grown ass woman.
No, she can't. What was it? Nia Jax causes the DQ and then takes out Liv, and then motions for Tiffany to get a briefcase, but Dirty Dom makes the save.
Yay! That's pretty much how the show ended. Kind of just ended there. It was not special Raw. There were some key moments though. In the spoilers, did they have Jimmy on there, or was that like something they just like didn't put?
I think that was tape. But when I read the spoilers, I didn't actually know what the purpose of Tiffany Stratton was till SmackDown. Jamal says if we're talking bland, Ridge Holland, everything up to his return with Sheamus, and then when he was in Chase U, but this news story that making him come out of his shell a little bit more, There's a little bit something there. There's a little bit of something there. It's like someone sprinkled some salt over there. Not like real seasoning or anything. Just some salt.
He's in the process of being that salad when they're crunching the pepper in there and they're saying, "Tell me when," and you just be like, "I'm just gonna keep going. I think it's gonna need a lot of this."
He's in the early stages of marinade.
But no, I agree with Jamal. He's pretty bland too, though. He for the most part, 90% of the time.
No, yeah, I think
but
the last month, I guess. The last month since the breakaway from Chase U, he's only become little bit interesting.
Yeah, but he's not as bland as Eddie Thorpe right now. I think that might be the blandest of the bland.
Oh, yeah.
That might just.
But no, you can say that about a lot of people. But there's the ones that don't actually have any real characters yet. But
I'm not judging them yet. Like Dion Nix or whatever his name was.
Is that the guy with the glasses?
That's the guy with the glasses. I can't judge him on that. It's not enough. Hank and Tank. Just it's annoying. They're not. I wouldn't call them bland. Just not anything I'm interested in. Just not anything I'm interested in.
They're basically Thea Hale diluted.
That's mean.
Huh?
That's mean.
No.
Diluted.
Diluted.
Hold on. Good morning. Good evening. Manny, sorry about your Jets. Marcus, F your We didn't need to read that comment at all. I didn't realize it was going that route. Once I was sorry about your Jets, I was ready to eat.
And then you got
that was like me. Yeah, that was like telling me, "Hey Marcus, here's a very juicy burger," and I take a bite of it, and they go, "Impossible! Ah, it's not real meat. What am I doing? I've been set up." But let me tell you this, brother. The Dodgers are running wild. Yes, we had a setback yesterday afternoon, but it was an afternoon game. We shouldn't have to play the game so soon. It wasn't fair. It was not fair to play the games hours apart. It wasn't even a 12-hour difference, I don't think. It's bullshit, and that don't count. So when we get to New York, the Dodgers are going to take over the city that they built in the first place, and they're going to shut the Mets down, just like the Mets go down every year. New York, we're coming for you!
Jamal, once again, you can't have both. You can only have one.
You can't have it all. You can't have it all.
You can't have Yankees and Mets. You can only have one.
Yeah. And like yesterday, I know you were watching the Bills and Jets. You couldn't have both. You couldn't be saying, "Yay, they missed the field goal." Oh, yay, they missed the field goal. You couldn't be talking about who missed what field goal.
To be fair, he should be a Bills fan because they actually still play in New York, whereas the Jets play in New Jersey. Why does the Jets always get washed up? Green Bay? He is washed. Aaron Rodgers is washed, but the actual offense was working yesterday, and it's not like and my only saving grace with this is at least we're not the Cowboys. We stay in the games, we keep it close. Whereas the Cowboys, they got destroyed by the Lions.
Yeah, that's just 1 week of the Cowboys' destruction. Apparently, Jerry Jones went off on somebody on the radio. I saw a link to it, but I'm sure it's not as bad as the link said. Oh, he destroys radio hosts or whatever. He gets explosive interview. I'm sure it's not as explosive as it sounds.
I haven't seen it, yeah. but it's at least he's keeping them in games. I don't know what they're gonna do with Adams. I don't know how he fits in the team. I mean, it helps if you have two sides. He's not over relying on the young Garrett Wilson because he's got no one else to make plays with. Yeah. The run game, they know the run game ain't going to work, so they stick 8 in the box, so the run game doesn't actually work because he's got no real threat to throw. So yeah, it's interesting to see. I mean, they ain't going to do anything against the Steelers this coming Sunday.
Yes, this is going to mollywop them. But getting mollywiped by Justin Fields is embarrassing. What's going on in the league? Someone take down the Steelers, please. Someone stop Eric Steelers. This is bullshit. You have Russell Wilson. You're not supposed to win with him on the bench. He's supposed to start. You're supposed to lose, and he's supposed to accept it.
Or at least he's supposed to be causing conflict in the locker room.
Yes, he's just there. He's just there.
J.K. Smush says, I'll give you props for the Mets and Liberty, but as a Rays fan, Jamal, F the Yankees, but you are not as bad as Boston. Yankees are the preferred. Yeah, so you can't have the Mets. You can't. If I had a gavel, that would be it.
And he was little gavel. He know. He can't have it all.
You can't have it all. You can only have one.
It's like me supporting the San Jose Sharks. I can't do that. It's ridiculous.
No, it's like me going off on Marcus when he has two teams in the NFC.
I have justified this in front of normal people in the court of law. LA has not had a football team, goddammit. LA deserved a football team. We are the second biggest market out there. We're a little small country over here.
Once you got like 3.
I am a Packer fan, number 1, but I am supporting the Rams.
And the Lions were so disrespectful on Jerry's birthday. They were doing whatever they could to get an offensive lineman on the TD.
I know. I was looking at the trick plays and I was like, ooh.
I just want a Subway series so I can go to the parade anyway.
Jamal, if you want a Subway, just go to Subway and get some sandwiches. Because that's the closest you get to a Subway series.
And go get tuba. But people, we know what you've been waiting. You didn't come here for the Raw report. You've come
we're still doing this. I thought we filled the time with NFL.
No, you've all come here for Murder, She Wrote.
It's murder.
She wrote.
Starring Shirley Rock. Written by Manny and Marcus. Written into code by Manny and Lee Fitting.
I like how you're trying to take no responsibility for this.
Not unless it take off. Then I'll be like Bill Fingers and I'm coming back for Batman's rights. Let me sip water before I do that. Thank you.
Bear in mind, he's only reading the cold open. I'm reading everything else.
Well, shit. I'm reading. I'm planning on reading it hot though. It's gonna be a cold open, but I'm reading it hot. I'm like a.
I'll give you Act 1 too. I'll give you
Act 1
as well to read.
I'm like a heavy blanket, a heating pad. I can't think of anything hot right now. Sorry.
A hot plate.
A hot plate. I'm like 3 a.m. in Diddy's bedroom.
He's like the bottom left stove.
Oh yeah, the best stove. The best.
The best stove.
I kiss that stove good night. That's how much I love that stove. Look at you, other stoves. You work just the same, but you don't have that loving care fire. You don't spark that heat. Anyway. Previously, this one, I guess there's no title or anything yet. It's just a cold open, huh? All right.
Wait. So it's Murder, She Wrote. Deadly Secrets in the Vineyard.
So, I believe we're going to wine countries. The episode opens with a sweeping shot of picturesque North Haven vineyards and sprawling estate nestled. Yeah. I never used nestled in my life.
That's the first time I've seen it, but I instead.
That's what I was like, nested, right? No, it's nestled. I thought it was a misspelling. Nestled in the hills just outside Lake House Point. The lush grapevines glow under the golden sun, and people are gathered for the annual Harvest Festival. The vineyard's owner, Olivia Wainwright, played by Angela Bassett, is a longtime friend of Cassie and one of the wealthiest women in the area. Cassie, elegant as ever, is attending the event as Olivia's guest of honor. She would. She wouldn't go if she wasn't. As a lover of fine wine and a woman of mystery, she can't resist the charm of the vineyard. The festival is in full swing with wine tasting, music, and laughter filling the air. But beneath the surface, Tensions are brewing. Cassie, playfully while sipping a glass of wine, she's drunk. You know, Olivia, every time I visit you, something intriguing happens. Olivia smiling. Yeah, like murder, bitch. No, don't jinx it, Cassie. I had enough excitement for a lifetime. She's clearly drunk in this cold open.
Okay, Act 1.
We're getting drunk Barbara in a heart attack.
Act 1. The festival takes a somber turn when Olivia's business partner, Julian Ward, played by Jeffrey Wright, is found dead in the wine cellar later that evening. His body lays slumped against an overturned barrel, with a broken bottle of vintage wine shattered near him. Cassie is one of the first on the scene. She did it. She knows who did it, and immediately notices something off about the scene. Julian's glass is still full and untouched. Cassie, observing the room, he never took a sip, which means whatever killed him wasn't in the wine. The local sheriff, Sheriff Dean Wilkins, a.k.a. played by Delroy Lindo,
he's back!
Arrives, and while he's...
Where's he the sheriff of? He can't just be going from town to town and call himself the sheriff. That's not the way sheriffs work.
And while he's grown accustomed to Cassie's knack for solving murders, this one feels more complicated. Julian's death is initially thought to be an accidental, perhaps a fall caused by intoxication. But Cassie's instinct tells her otherwise. As she interviews the festival goers, she uncovers a tangled web of relationships, business rivalries, and old grudges.
Old grudges, huh? Why are you always around murder, Cassie? Why are you so
Why is she allowed to interview people? She ain't the police.
You ain't the police. You ain't the police. The sheriff isn't even the police. He has no jurisdiction here either. There's someone please call the police.
Cassie digs deeper into Julian's personal life and business dealings. Olivia reveals that while Julian was her business partner, their relationship had become strained in recent months due to a disagreement about selling part of the vineyard to a corporate entity. Julian had wanted to sell while Olivia was fiercely protective of the family-owned business.
Killed her.
Olivia, with regret. We argued about this just this morning. I never thought. Cassie is also introduced to other key figures in the vineyard.
Oh boy, here we go. Here we go.
Get ready. Hannah Ward, played by Lupita Nyong'o.
Who decided to do this? Out of the goodness of her heart.
Julian's ambitious daughter, who resented her father for not letting her take more prominent role in the business. Derek Fields, played by Sterling K. Brown. The vineyard's head winemaker, who had a close but complicated relationship with Julian. He was rumored to be involved in a secret romantic relationship with Olivia, which would have caused friction with Julian. Martha Green, played by Alfred Woodard.
Woodrow, yeah.
The long-time estate manager who practically raised Olivia and had been fiercely loyal to the family for years. Martha is known for her sharp wit and sharper tongue. She's CM Punk. But there are whispers that she knew more about the vineyard's financial struggles than she let on. Cassie picks up on a small, seemingly insignificant detail, the way Hannah avoided eye contact during questions about her father, Derek's nervousness when asked about Julian's opposition to a new wine line, and Martha's abrupt change in tone when discussing the vineyard's finances. End of Act 2.
We already know who did it.
Well, who do you think did it?
Clearly, I forgot their names already, but it's about business. It's about the money. They were arguing over it. She killed her for it. For the wine.
So Act 3. Cassie uncovers a critical clue when she reviews the guest list and finds a name that stands out. Paul Callahan, played by Mahershala Ali?
I can't Mahershala Ali! Mahershala Ali! Academy Award winner and allegedly the future Blade, who can't get that fucking movie off the ground. Well, he can do episodes of Murder, She Wrote. This makes me sick, Mahershala. This makes me sick.
A corporate executive who had been quietly pushing Julian to convince Olivia to sell the vineyard. Cassie learns that Paul was also at the festival and had just met with Julian just hours before his death. A heated argument between Julian and Paul had been overheard by Derek, who claims he saw them go into the wine cellar together.
Derek?
However, Paul insists that when he left, Julian was alive. And well, Cassie gathers that Julian's death might have been less about money and more about personal betrayal. She suspects the killer is someone close to Julian, someone who knew about his private struggles and used the festival as cover for murder. While exploring the cellar again, Cassie discovers a hidden compartment where a small vial of poison has been stashed, likely used to lace Julian's wine. However, since Julian never drank from his glass, the killer must have panicked and struck him in the head instead, causing his fatal injury.
Oh, fool! Shit! Shit! I killed somebody by accident.
Act 4. Cassie assembles all the key players at Olivia's Grand Manor, laying out.
Come on! Call the police!
Table place settings is too?
Yeah. I never understood the people who'd be like, yeah, let's gather in this room and figure out who the murderer is. That's all I do this. Oh, no! Not my lawyer!
In classic Cassie fashion, she pieces together the details with precision. She points out that Hannah, despite her ambitious exterior, had been blackmailing her father. She knew of his affair with a younger woman and threatened to reveal it unless Julian made her the successor at the vineyard. When Julian refused, she decided to take matters into her own hands. In a tense confrontation, Cassie reveals that Hannah had poisoned her father's drink, expecting him to die discreetly during the festival. But when Julian never drank, she followed him into the cellar, confronted him in a fit of panic, and hit him over the head with a wine
Just
bottle.
like Cassie said!
Staging the
scene that
looked like an accident. Hannah breaking down. He never saw me as his equal. He was always so dismissive, so controlling. I didn't mean for this to go this far. As Sheriff Wilkins arrests Hannah.
I did not expect that accent at all.
It sounds correct.
It did. Oh,
God. Cassie watches Olivia, whose expression is a mixture of shock and sadness. Once again, a seemingly peaceful setting has been shattered by greed and ambition. The epilogue.
Cassie
sits on Olivia's back porch. As the sun sets over the vineyard, Olivia, a glass of wine in hand, reflects on the betrayal that had been hidden beneath the surface of her business. Olivia quietly says, "This place is my legacy, Cassie. I just didn't think the people closest to me would try to take it away." Cassie, with a reassuring smile, "Sometimes it's the secrets we hide that hurt the most. But now the truth is out, and you can rebuild stronger and better than before." As they share a quiet moment, Cassie raises her glass to Olivia in solidarity. The episode closes on a hopeful note that the vineyard standing tall against the backdrop of a setting sun.
Yeah, Cassie was drunk. I'm going to say that right off the jump. She didn't have a clever thing to say there. She was just like, well, sometimes, shit, things get better when the world get even. Nothing's clever about that at all. You're drunk. Stop. I've had that conversation with people. You're just drunk.
Okay. Marcus, next week on Murder, She Wrote, it's the deadly premiere. Starring Cheryl Lee Ralph as Cassandra, a.k.a. Cassie. Guest starring Denzel Washington as Anthony Tony Reynolds.
Oh, man, that's good. Manny, next week you got
who else is guest starring in this?
I mean, once you got Denzel, it's over, right? Like, there's no one left in Hollywood to get. Who's Will Smith?
We've got a returning Delroy Linder.
ChatGPT loves him some Delroy Linder.
We have Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah.
Was it
He's going to deliver his life.
Taraji P. Henson?
Yep. She hasn't been
John
used yet.
David Washington.
Oh, what? Denzel's son is in there with Denzel. Is he playing his son?
And that's all the guest stars this week.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. It's Academy Award winning actors here. And then Michael B. Jordan.
Hey. I like Michael B. Jordan.
I can't wait for the movie Sinners with him and Ryan Coogler, because that's the only person he can make a movie with. Everything else, I'm against Michael B. Jordan. If it's not directed by Ryan Coogler, I don't want Michael B. Jordan in it.
Well, I'm currently in the process of watching Friday Night Lights again, and in season 4 and 5 he plays Vince Howard and he does it quite well. Young Michael B. Jordan, that is.
Well, I like my Michael B. Jordan younger, and he was in The Wire, and he was Wallace.
I never really got into The Wire.
I know you did, Manny. It's all right. I don't think we're going to get Reginald Johnson. But Charles Dutton, I feel like we can get him. We can get Rock. Oh, Manny, if you want to know Alfred Woodrow... Okay.
I can't wait for ChatGPT to run out of black people and start using Obama and his wife.
They're going to use me and Eric. They're going to use me and Eric. That's when you know they're out. Played by Marcus the Grand Finale. That's when you know it's out. It's the bottom of the bottom. But Alfie Woodrow is, she's basically, or Woodard. I don't honestly always mix it up how to say it. But she's when you can't get Viola Davis. And so you get her. She's good. She's a good actress. Just didn't get Viola Davis. It's like when you, I wanted Meryl Streep, but ended up with Glenn Close. Or I wanted Kevin Costner, got Dennis Quaid. It's one of those.
So next week, we have a Denzel episode of Murder, She Wrote. Then maybe we take a break and we do Black Columbo.
Ooh, yeah. Because once you get to Denzel, it's over. Denzel has never done TV ever. Ever. It's going to be amazing.
Ooh. Yeah, so that is this week's episode of the Untitled Manny and Marcus show. Make sure you like the video and subscribe if you haven't. And then maybe you just got paid. Maybe you should take a trip over to thesharpshooters.creator-spring.com and buy these wonderful, wonderful shirts.
Yes.
Worn by these beautiful, beautiful people.
Yes.
Not that guy. Not that guy on the right.
Be with the beautiful people. Join us and be with the beautiful people. I don't see why it's so hard. But you know what? We've asked you to buy a shirt and merchandise and cups and hats and all that. You know what I would like? Leave a comment below. Just like and subscribe. We ask that every week. But you know what? Leave a comment. Cut questions. I can't live with the life that I'm always right, okay? Maybe Zoe Stark and the PFC aren't as bland as you say they are. Maybe Eric isn't holding Ivar back. Maybe Rich Holland has something for somebody. I don't know. Maybe you like Will You to turn up Brian Dixon. I don't care. Just leave it in the comments below. Let's start a discussion, okay? Maybe we'll have a whole episode about discussions. Don't just let us get away with saying our shit.
I like it when Maurice leaves comments, Montez Red Cup, but there needs to be others. There's all of you in the chat. I know how many people you are here. Leave some stuff in the comments. Leave some bullshit in there for us to respond to.
Yeah. We're not gonna come down your throats and be like, you're an idiot. No. I love other opinions. I hate hearing my opinion. Because you know what? I can be swayed. As you've seen on this show, how many times Manny would say, I would say, well, fuck Will Yuta and the Beast Mortos. And Manny would go, you see a Beast Mortos last week? And I go, you right, Manny. Beast Mortos ain't a piece of shit. I like the Beast Mortos. By the way, Rico's back. God damn it. What's going on in this
Hold on. You need to change that statement because I've always thought the Beast Mortos is trash. The Beast Mortos is your Lord and Savior at this moment in time.
He is. He's the only thing keeping me going.
And then also what you said about people leaving comments about not coming down their throats. Maybe on this channel, but if you go over to Comes and Gums,
coming down their throat.
you might have another situation.
Or people are coming down your throat. Oh my god, that's brilliant. Bravo! Bravo! Didn't even realize I said that.
You think I'm gonna leave that stone unturned?
I didn't even realize I said coming down your throat. I don't even know what I was. Why would I even say that? Is that a phrase? Like it's a phrase somewhere, right?
It's so disgusting that we would say it.
Yeah. Messy.
That's how I talk, see.
That's how I talk.
Coming down your throat, see.
Oh my god, women have to be so annoyed with them motherfuckers fucking them. Come on, baby, come see now. See now. just sound like nonsense. Worst sex ever. Yeah. Yeah, if the coppers can see me now, huh? Why are you talking about the police right now?
Conducting business as he's doing it.
Yeah, just really talking this shit. Like, please stop. Yeah.
Oh,
You silly Dane.
well, that's it for today's show. If you like the shit, please like it and come back next time. We promise
or
you won't
don't.
come down your
Or
throat.
don't. Or don't. Once we get into 1930 gangsters fucking, I think we've fallen too far. We're off the rails. I'm going to see a therapist.
Can we live stream it?
Black and white. See? Fucking disgusting.
I believe I was a gangster in the 30s, and I talk like this. See?
See? Nah, see, don't fuck it up. That's worse than Harry Potter sex. That's worse.
Ooh.
1930 gangsters. Feel my Tommy gun, baby. My Tommy gun. Just like that.
Alright, we out this time.
Yeah, we're done.
Bye.
Is that what you did, Morgan, to the back there, Betty? Nah, see?
That also implied I hit her. That sounds like a strike, women.
Yeah, it did sound like a strike. Well, 1930 gangsters would do that. But you're a 1930 gangster with a foot fetish. Let me get those shoes off, see?
Oh, I can only imagine when she returns what's going to happen with these thumbnails.
Oh, man, it's just going to be you kissing feet.
Oh. Alright, we gone. Bye.
Bye.